न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Welcome to Amrita Vaibhavam. This is a series of talks, devotional songs, spiritual discussions and symposiums by Swamis, Swaminis, Brahmacharis, Brahmacharinis, householder devotees, staff and students of Amrita institutions. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is mentioned that the Guru imparts his knowledge, and to check how much was grasped by his disciples, he would choose one or two of them and ask them to repeat what was discussed. The same technique is being implemented in modern institutions as well. Amma also uses the same technique. With this in mind, let's watch today's episode. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhyayamo dhavalavakunthanavatim tejomayam nashtikim nigdhapanga vilokinim bhagavatim mandasmita srimukhim valsalyamritavarshinim samudram sankirtanalapinim Shamangi madsikta suktim Amritanandamayi. Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Ha Saraswate Namaha. Om. My infinite prostrations at the lotus feet of my Sadguru, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother. My humble pranams to all Amma's beloved children watching this session. I will just summarize what we had discussed in the last episode. We had discussed mainly the chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, in which Arjuna asks the question to Bhagavan Krishna. It's regarding the topic is idol worship and the science and logic behind idol worship. So Arjuna had asked Bhagavan Krishna the question, which is better, the worship of God with form or worship of the formless God. And therefore, Bhagavan Krishna, keeping in mind Arjuna, when the Guru answers a question, the Guru always remembers what type of student is asking the question, and coming down to the level of the student, the Guru answers the question. Therefore, Arjuna, Bhagavan had said in the last chapter, Arjuna, in my opinion, the worship of God with form is better. That is in brackets for you. And most of us fall in this category. And Bhagavan Krishna said that is because we are dehavadbhirvapyate. We are body conscious. We are always imagining that in what way I see myself, in that same way I will picturize God also. So I am like this is my form, and God will be also be like a very the magnificent throne, and on the throne God sitting with a lot of jewels, etc., white hair, white beard, etc. This is how we picturize God. We have in films, we have seen Brahmaji, the Bhagavan Shiva, Bhagavan Vishnu. So we have at least an idea. That's how we picturize. Therefore, the Bhagavan Krishna says that now for you the worship of God with form is better, but those who worship the formless God also come to me. That what is indicating is finally we have to worship the formless God. We have to see the God as his all-pervading, infinite nature of pure consciousness, and that way we have to worship that is the ultimate thing to be done. And therefore, for the ideal student now, from 6 to 10 or 11, Bhagavan Krishna is coming. This is prescribing how to come down, from the formless God, the different levels of sadhana. I have already said that. So he said, the worship of the formless God, infinite nature, as pure consciousness, that has to be worshipped, and therefore that is very, very difficult for the most of the sadhakas, and therefore he is one step down. Bhagavan said, worship my cosmic form, that is the entire creation is my form. Worship that. That also we have seen. Two examples. In our bhajan we have that Neelavanam tava shesham ennodunu bhumi trichevidi Sarvantariksham nin udalennorthu varnipujan parashakte. So the sky is the head of the Lord, and then the nabhi part is the antariksham, that is the nabhi, the stomach, and feet is Bhumi Devi is his feet, like that we had described, and so therefore this is the worshipping the cosmic form of the Lord, the entire creation. Then for the devotee, even that is difficult, and therefore Bhagavan said, if that also is difficult for you, then you come one step down, choose one form of God. You can choose any one form, and then you can worship me in that form. Ultimately, you will come to me. So, for some devotees, concentrating on one form of the Lord is also difficult, because their mind is so distracted. Therefore, Bhagavan says, if the concentrating on one form is also difficult for you, then you do one thing. You do karma yoga. Karma yoga, with whatever actions you are doing, you think of me and perform all actions. That also may be difficult for some, because when you are doing the lot of mental work, at the time we cannot think of God. Therefore, Bhagavan says, one more step down. Before you go for work, you come in front of your idol and say, "Oh God, today whatever I do, let those actions be a puja to you." And finally, when we come back in the evening, again we come and say, "Amma, oh Amma, whatever actions I have performed today, let all those actions be a puja for you." This much we have seen in the last episode. Now we can continue. So the procedure, we should understand, we can observe a very, very important point, that is, when the mind has too many thoughts, we are restless, we have no peace. When the number of thoughts decrease, then we become more and more peaceful. We can see when you go to sleep, the mind, the thoughts are minimum, and then we experience more and more peace. When we go into deep sleep, we become very peaceful. And therefore, what we have to do is we have to channelize our mind. Amma gives the example of the magnifying glass, the sun coming through the magnifying glass, that becomes the one pointed, and it can burn. So the sun rays are scattered, but it comes through a magnifying glass. It can burn with the paper or dry leaves. In the same way, bringing all our thoughts to one point, that is what we have to achieve. So we have karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and jnana yoga. So first step is reducing the quantity of thoughts. Now I have so many thoughts. I want a house, I want a motor car, this person wants a wife, he wants this, he has so many objects in his mind, and he want to get all these objects. There are so many thoughts. So therefore, the mind is not at all peaceful. But when we come to Amma, and when we come to Amma, when we surrender to Amma, then what happens that now I have all my actions are dedicated to Amma. For every action that I perform, that is directly or indirectly connected to Amma and the for Amma's ashram, Amma's the institutions. So then the quantity of thoughts are reduced, and then that is called karma yoga. So all actions are for Amma only, and therefore number of thoughts are decreased. That is karma yoga. So therefore, decreasing the number of thoughts is called karma yoga. The next step is increasing the quality of thoughts. That is bhakti yoga. So whatever I am doing, it is not for me, it is not for this person, for my etc. I don't say that is wrong. The working for your family, I don't say we say are wrong. But the quality increases when everything is when everything is dedicated to Amma, then that quality increases. Everything for Amma, quality of thought increases. So what happens is that when we dedicate all actions to Amma, in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan himself has said, when you totally surrender to me, I will take care of you and your family. He has said that. A person who is complete, always, we can see in the life of great saints, Tukaram, Tulsidas, Sant Mirabai, so many saints are there. Kabir, they completely dedicated their thought only of God, and therefore God himself will come in Sri Rama Swam or Sri Krishna Swam and do all their work at home. They have seen that. Therefore, reducing the quantity of thoughts, karma yoga, increasing the quality of thoughts, bhakti yoga, and then what happens is that we change the direction of thought flow. So changing of the direction of thought flow is the one now all our thoughts are going outwards. So that going outwards, that we have to, now we know that our real happiness, our Guru has told us that the real happiness is not in the outside world. Every religion says, oh man, what you are seeking for is not in the world outside, but within you. And therefore, I seek that also. With the example I have told in the last episode. So I turn my thought completely, take a U-turn, and it becomes into so changing the direction of thought flow. That is called Jnana Yoga. So therefore, this is what we have to achieve. Slowly, with the constant practice for a long time, our thoughts completely come inwards. Therefore, we can for the Vigraha Radhana, we can give you a very good example. See, for example, how from the Sakama Bhakta, it becomes a Nishkama Bhakta. Sakama Bhakta means one who worships worships God for the sake of getting material objects. Oh God, I want this, I want that. It's called Sakama Bhakta. Now, a person is told that a person needs money, prosperity, wealth. So he is told for money, for prosperity, you worship Mahalakshmi. Therefore, he started worshiping Mahalakshmi. And then when he worship, slowly he starts getting money, prosperity, and wealth, everything he starts getting. So he is now full of devotion for Mahalakshmi. Now slowly he has become a devotee. Then he wants vidya, knowledge. Then the Guru tells him, now you worship Saraswati. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge. Therefore, you worship Saraswati. But this person says, why is that? I have so much devotion from Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi cannot give me knowledge. Should I go to Saraswati for knowledge? Okay, Saraswati is another form of Mahalakshmi. My Lakshmi can give me knowledge. Therefore, I will pray to Mahalakshmi for knowledge. That it becomes Vidya Lakshmi. So understand, Dhana Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi. Then so he wants strength. Also, I want to be courageous. So they say you pray to Durga. So he says, my Mahalakshmi can give me courage and strength. So that becomes Vijay Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, the Dhanilakshmi. I want high position, Gajalakshmi. So there are Ashtalakshmis. So from the Sakama Bhakta, for the worldly desires, he has become slowly, now I want nothing, I want to see my Ishtadevata Mahalakshmi. This is how we slowly ascend the ladder of spirituality. So therefore, one or two more examples I can give you. The why we need an idol. You see, a mother giving birth to her baby. People say that I am not able to get concentration. We are not able to get concentration because we do not have enough bhakti. We have bhakti, but we do not have enough bhakti, enough devotion, and therefore, we can look at the example of a mother giving birth to her baby. So she has so much love for her baby, so much love and the affection for her baby. Therefore, she is completely concentrating on her baby. She is giving birth, and she has completely forgotten everything. She is completely focused on her baby. She gives the birth slowly and very, very lovingly. Slowly, put the soap. See that doesn't fall into the baby's eyes. Slowly wipes. Then take him to the bedroom. Then slowly she puts the dress. She puts powder and everything. Then that beauty spot also, everything she does. Everything she enjoys because she loves the child. She has affection for the child, and therefore, she enjoys the puja. And that's the puja. In the same way, when we have devotion to God, when we do this abhishekam, etc., then we have when we have real devotion, then we can see that the concentration is easy. If I'm not able to concentrate on the Ishtadevata, that means I do not have enough devotion. So that is what we have to say. So there we can say, we have said that reducing the quantity of thoughts, increasing the quality of thoughts, and changing the direction of thought flow. Now the thought has come inside because my God is inside. That is why we had already told one or two times. We can see now the thoughts are flowing outward. It is called dhara. Dhara means a flow. Dhara. And that dhara, that outward flow becomes inward, that dhara becomes radha. So radha is she who is always remembering, she is seeing out the Bhagavan outside, but she is always remembering. Like that in Ayodhya also, when Sri Rama was in Ayodhya, all the people, all the subjects in Ayodhya, they were always concentrating on Rama's form. But when he went to the forest, they were meditating, they were thinking of Rama for 14 years. That is tapas. Bhagavan Krishna also, when he was in Vrindavan, they were all focused on his outer form. But when he left for Mathura, then they became focused on they started thinking, he became inside. In Amritapuri also, when Amma goes abroad, when Amma is in front of us, we look at Amma's form. But when she goes to the America or Europe, then the focus is in, we think consciously of Amma come within. So therefore, we can use many examples. So we say when we ask our child, a 5-year-old child, how much is 4 plus 5? He needs solid figures. He needs stones or marbles, etc. He'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he say 1, 2, 3, 9. Like that, he will say 9. It'll take some time. But when I ask you how much is 45 plus 54, immediately you say 99. How is that? It's by practice. For many years we have been practicing counting. Therefore, it is easy. In the same way, by constant practice for a long time, the Nairantarena Dirghakalena, continuously for a long time. Nairantarena Dirghakalena, continuously for a long time, then we get that. So it is very, very scientific. briefly we can see the idol when we keep in front of, actually it is called Avahanam. We say Bhagavan or the Devi or the Bhagavan is present in all objects. So we keep a beautiful idol, and then we say the Swamin, when the beginning of the prayer, Swamin Sarva Jagannatha Yavat Pujavasanakam Tavattam Priti Bhavena Bimbesmin Sannidhin Kuru Om Maha Ganapatim Avahayami Dhyayami Avahanami. So I invoke Ganapati in that idol, or I invoke what when we do our puja, what you call it, Bhagavati Seva, there is no idol, but there is a lamp. There we say the Devi Sarva Jagan Mata Yavat Puja Vasanakam Tavatum Pritibhavene Badresmin Sanidhin Kuru. O Devi, till the puja is over, you please be present in this Bhadradipam, in the lamp. So we are invoking, then we can feel her presence there. That is what we have to see. Then, like in our India, Bharat, when a guest comes to our house, how do we treat that guest? Same way we are doing the puja. So what we do is when usually in India, when somebody comes, we offer them water to wash their feet. Then only they come inside. They're coming from outside. So it is a scientific practice. When anybody come from outside, or give him water, he washes his feet and the hands also rinse, then he comes inside. So what we do is, we do him, please sit down. So you say, Bhagavan, Om Amritageetananda, Asanam Samarpyami. We give her a seat, a very simhasanam. Then we say, Om Amritageetananda, the Padyam Samarpyami. Padyam is to wash your feet. Then you say, Om Amritageetananda, Argyam Samarpyami, to wash the hands. Om Amritageetananda, Achamanya Samarpyami, to wash your mouth. Like that we say. Then after that, what you say is, we give them Vastram. Om Amritageetananda, Vastram Samarpyami. Om Amritageetananda, Abharanani Samarpyami. We give her the ornaments. Then we say Chandanam Samarpyami, Kugum Samarpyami. We have seen the puja, we put here and on the feet also. Like that we do. Then what we do is, then we worship. We are worshipping the idol. We show respect to our God, to the guest. What we do is, a very Pushpamalikam Samarpyami, beautiful island, the beautiful garland. And then you do Archana. It can be either 108 or 300 or 1000. We do that according to our time available. We do the Archana. So that we are praising the God. Like that we do. Then what after that, what do we do? We have to give them, when guests come home, we give them something to eat also. So we say Naivedyam Samarpyami. So we are seeing this. The priest doing like this, they are doing. So we give Naivedyam. So the one form, I would like to know this also. Those who don't know, see for the Ganapati, if an idol is not available, what you do is Haridra Bimbam. They say you take some turmeric powder, add water and make it a paste and make it a cone shaped, and then we call it Haridra Bimbam. The Asmin the Haridra Bimbe Mahagadapatim Avahayami. So he is present in that. Asmin Haridra Bimbam means the turmeric powder idol, it is cone shaped. Asmin Haridra Bimbe Mahagadapatim Avahayami. Avahanarthi Tulasi Patram Samarpyami. So like that, this is the beautiful puja. So we do, after that we can see when you go to Devi temple, we can see so many aratis. So that is arati. It's like the Karpuram, two ways are there. We say, the Natatra Surya Bhadina Chandratarakam, Nema Vidibadi Kotoi Maglihi, Tame Bhandam Anibadi Sarvam, Tasya Bhasa Sarvabidam Vibhati. They say that supreme being, the Surya, sun cannot illuminate you, moon cannot illuminate you, the lightning cannot illumine you, then what can this little arati, what can it do? Tameva bhandam adibhati sarvam, tasya bhasa sarvam vidam bhati. That Supreme Being alone shines. Because of the Supreme Being light, everything shines. That is the meaning. That one meaning for Karpuram. And secondly, Karpuram, pure Karpuram. Nowadays we don't get pure Karpuram. Pure Karpuram completely burns. So when we do the pure in the flame, in the fire of knowledge or in the fire of devotion, the Karpuram burns and it becomes one with the atmosphere, it completely goes. In the same way, in the fire of knowledge and devotion, this purified mind completely merges with the infinite. That is the meaning. So that is what we have to understand. After the Arati is over, then we sit down and then there is a Kshama Prarthana. During my puja, I may have done a lot of mistakes. So for that also we say, there's a Kshama Prarthana, Mandarihinam, Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam Vidatame, Putram Itimamatva, Kshama Saparmeshwari. So I say in mantra, in chanting of mantra or any kind of actions, any kind of mistakes I have made, they say Dasohim Itimamatva, Kshamasva Parameshwari, or I say Putram Itimamatva, Kshamasva Parameshwari. Please look upon me as your son and forgive my mistakes. So this is what you can see. Bhagavan is he is very happy that he's doing puja. I made a mistake, but I should be very careful also. So just because I think whatever I do, God will forgive, I cannot be careless. That is wrong. I should be very, very careful. In spite of being very careful, if I make mistakes, God will certainly forgive. Now, that is what we see now. Therefore, Kshama Prarthana. So what we do is called from Murti Puja to Kirti Puja. So the word is called Murti. The Murti we worship. Now we see Murti Puja, we do this puja. So in our tradition we are trained. We are trained to convert every action into puja. We are trained to see God in every object. Therefore, puja begins in my puja room or in my temple or in my mosque, in the place of worship, but it is extended to the marketplace. Wherever I go, whatever I see, they are all different forms of Bhagavan. That I have to remember. My God whom I worship, these are all different forms of my God. That's what we have seen. So this becomes Kirti Puja. Every power in this universe belongs to my God, the God whom I worship. Every power belongs to Him. So that's what called as Murti Puja to Kirti Puja. So this is what briefly we have discussed about the idol worship. So, Murti Puja, usually we say Murti Puja, usually we say this is a very, very vast topic, very vast subject which we have to be thorough. All Amma's children, all sons of Sanatana Dharma should be very thorough with this subject. Anybody asks this question, what do you mean by why do you worship stones? So we should be able to answer them. We are not worshipping stones. We are worshipping the ideal behind the idol. The idol is there. The ideal behind the idol, that's what we are worshipping. And therefore, we have the Murti has usually the Murti, the name is actual name is Vigraha or Vigraharadhana. That is, they say Vigraharadhana is supposition. That's what they say. So we have the other names also. We say Pratima and Pratika. Pratima is any idol can be called Pratima. In our house also Pratima is there. Pratima is the idol, the form, and Pratika is symbol. This is the symbolic. Like we say, the Pratima is Devi's Pratima, that is Pratima. But when we have the Sri Chakra, that count Pratika, symbol. we have Bhagavan Shiva's this original form, and Shivalinga's Pratika. So Pratima and Pratika. Again, we have the statue of Bhagavan Vishnu Narayana. So that is called Pratima. But the symbol is called, we know Saligrama is very, very powerful, that represents. So the Sri Chakra, the Shivalinga, the Saligrama, they all represent the Devi, Shiva, and Vishnu. So the actual, the important name is, we say, Vigraha Aradhana is very scientific. So when we remember the word Vigraha, there are the most people, most of us, we are afflicted by these planets. You know, there are 9 planets, and the majority of us, we run to astrologers with our horoscope, and we see please tell me whether my time is good or not, etc. So that is called Graha, the 9 planets, beginning with Surya. Then we have Guru, the Chandra. We have 9 planets. All of us know that. So this is called Graha. Graha means, the one meaning of Graha is grasping. They catch hold of us. Sometimes this Shani, etc., Shani or Rahu or Ketu, when they catch hold of us in the wrong place, then people really suffer. That's called Graha. So how to remove the effect of Graha? Usually devotees, we in our Brahmasthanam, we have so many different kind of pujas. We have mainly Shani Puja, we have Rahu Puja, we have the Chova Puja, what you call Mangala Puja, etc. We have, they are the important ones. And we have what you call, the Shani Perchi. We have Guru Sthana Palata or Guru Perchi, etc. Once a year, once in 2.5 years, etc. All this we know very well. So the Graha, they catch hold of us. So usually we do the puja of the respective Graha. If my problem is Shani, usually they will do Shani Puja. But that is very good. That's why Amma knows very well that we are idol worship, we are temple worshippers. Therefore, she has given us all these kind of pujas. But at the same time, a great real devotee, whatever happens to him, he will say that, like the Mahalakshmi, I have already told about Mahalakshmi. So how Dhanalakshmi becomes Vidya Lakshmi, he becomes Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhanalakshmi, Gajalakshmi, etc. I told before. And here also, when we have our Guru Amma, I will say Amma controlling all the 9 planets. She can control all the 9 planets. Therefore, I need if there's nothing doing wrong in doing the puja. Amma says to do the puja. It's very good. But those who have full devotion, total surrender, we worship only Amma. The point is, the Graha, when the Graha catches hold of us, then the second Graha is good. When the Graha catches hold of us, what can save us? Vigraha. The Vigraha, that beautiful form, we go to and we worship that form. They do a lot of Archana, etc., Abhishek, etc. And therefore, that form, that Vigraha protects us from this Graha. The Graha, the bad effects of the planets have good effects and bad effects also. The bad effects are protected by Vigraha. Therefore, Graha, Vigraha, and when we come to Vigraha, when we totally surrender to Vigraha, then what happens? We get Anugraha. Therefore, these are the 3 Grahas. Graha, the planets. Vigraha, our favorite form, Ishtadevata. Graha, Vigraha. From Vigraha, we get Anugraha. This is what we have to understand. And therefore, let us know more and more about what the science and logic behind the Vigraha. So we should be ready. Anybody asks us any question, we should be ready to answer them. And let us see. Let us continue in a next episode. Also, we have so many other topics also. So we say that we are very, very lucky that we have a very, 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 very attractive form whom we can easily concentrate, we can easily develop devotion, and from that slowly we can. Then the Hamma has taught us many times that we can see Amma's children also in the hall. So Amma said that the children remember in the Ramayana also towards the end, when after Sita was sent to the forest, Lakshmana became very, very sad. Lakshmana thought that Mata Sita is the dearest and nearest to my brother. Even she has been separated. Now I will also have to separate for some time. I don't know when I had to separate from my brother. He was feeling very, very sad. So he went to Sri Bhagavan Rama and said, "Oh brother, I am feeling very, very sad." So immediately Bhagavan Sri Rama, he understood what was in Lakshmana's mind. So he says that the Lakshmana, I am not just this form which you see, but I am in all forms. All forms in this world belongs to me, and therefore that's called. We have Bhagavad Gita, we have Rama Gita also. So Rama Gita is the Bhagavad Gita. Rama Gita is the Gita explained by Bhagavan Sri Rama, how he removed the sorrow of his younger brother Lakshmana by making him understand that I am not just one form, but you have to see, you have to understand my real nature as Shuddha Chaitanyam. I am Sarvavyapi, Etavan Asya Mahima, Purusha Evedagam Saram. All these are that form, God forms only. Thus, Amma also will make us understand, and therefore let us pray to Amma to first help us completely focus our mind on Amma's form, and then let us also, for every action that we perform, let it be Amma's puja, and finally, Amma will guide us and train us to see Amma within ourselves as the power behind all sense organs and mind. Thus we can see Amma in every way. If Amma is within me as the power behind my sense organs, the eye, power of seeing, power of hearing, power of smelling, tasting, touch, etc., and power of thinking, grasping, everything is Amma's power, then I learn to see Amma in every living being. Thus I see Amma everywhere, and that slowly my mind expand and merge into that supreme consciousness, Amma's real nature. Let us pray to Amma to take us to her real nature of the infinite pure consciousness, to her divine feet. Om Amritageetananda. Om Lokaha Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.